Hey y'all! Welcome to episode 220 of Consignment Chats. Look at us. Look, we're together. We've got this beautiful background and it looks like it's AI.
It does.
But it's not. It's really our background. Samantha, jump back there and climb the rock wall. Oh, we gave us. Oh, sorry. I forgot my things were on. Anyway, episode 220, y'all. We are going to do a Boss Reseller remix recap.
Ooh.
Because it was an amazing week. If you've been on our social media, you've seen some shares we've been putting out there of some of the fun times. So we just want to give you a quick recap if you weren't able to go, to let you know some of the things that we enjoyed and why we find, as we mentioned in previous episodes, why these kind of conferences and reseller get-togethers are important. Mm-hmm. We're going to be your moms right now. Mom it up. Hey y'all, welcome to Consignment Chats. This is Molly, and I'll be joined by my co-hosts Libby and Samantha. So first of all, I want to start off. We did our second annual Consignment Chats hosted Pool Cabana Day. Oh my God. It was epic. Epic, off the charts, best one yet. I mean, you're going to see here the picture of all the group minus about 10. We thought we had everybody together. And then after the picture was taken, I had so many people come. I missed it. I'll Photoshop you. Well, I don't have time to Photoshop. So sorry, y'all, that didn't get there for the group shot. But
I'm sure they're in our other photos at some point.
Some point they're in all the other photos. Yes. So anyway, it was a great day at the pool. We were there from 10 to 4. Long day.
A lot of peopling.
A lot of new people, and that's what we loved about it. We had new people come out. I mean, I can think of at least 3 right off the top of my head that were so glad they were there and got to know us ahead of time. Not just us, but everybody that was there ahead of time before going into the big night event. Libby went down the shark slide. She went down with one of our new friends, Maria, and Sharon. And Yaya, of course, because these two always got to do some kind of adventure when they're together. Libby and Yaya have a standing, like, we're going to do something crazy.
Always.
Relationship. So, of course, Yaya and Libby went down the slide. I think it was Maria, right? Maria and Brandon from Ohio. Yeah. She went down. So they had a ball. We had a ball.
Oh, yeah. The weather was beautiful. Like, it was rather cold all week for, Vegas standards, but that Monday was sunny and beautiful, and thank you, Diane, for shining down on us.
Thank you, sweet friend.
It worked out great.
Yeah. So right now, just to give you a heads up, we are in Utah. We left Vegas. We came to Utah so that we could be with our friend Jill of Rusted Truck Relics. So this is the Airbnb. We're out on the porch. As you can see, I just got out of the shower. Freezing at the moment because the sun is over there and not right here. But anyway, we thought we'd come to you from Utah, right here in this beautiful area.
Yeah, it's so amazing. I've never been. Wait, have either of you?
No,
this is all of our first times.
All of our
in
first
Utah.
times. In Utah.
Okay, all right. Yeah,
stunning, amazing. So.
Beautiful.
Anyway, sorry. And we're also on a wobbly table, so bear with that.
It's like the make it work moment here at C Chats. Yeah.
We're just making it work. We got this. All right. So that was Monday pool party. Monday night was the big
meet and greet
mixer. And that was a lot of fun at a bar several blocks down from our hotel. But it was great because everybody could walk there and walk back. That was nice. Got to talk a little more with some people that I talked to at the pool and got to see people I hadn't seen in a while.
New and old, like new friends, old friends. Like it was just a great mix.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what's the best part is like you get to talk to people about reselling and their eyes don't glaze over. They're like, tell me more. Like, have you ever experienced that? Right. I know it's rare, but not at the Boss Reseller Remix.
When Ben showed up to the pool and I was, you do the standard, like, hello, where are you from? What do you sell? And he's like, I
got to tell this story.
Okay.
I got to tell this story. I was talking to Ben and I'm like, oh, and Samantha was kind of off to the side talking to somebody. I'm like, oh, so what do you sell? And
you had a little fan moment, but you didn't fan, but your back was to him and you were talking to someone else and he says, that must be Molly. I recognize the voice from the podcast.
That's right. He is an avid listener of our podcast. So he came up and introduced himself, and I was talking to him, and we're talking about where do you live? And like Samantha was saying, and then I said, and what do you sell? And he said, board games. And I said, well, I'll just step back here, and here is our friend Samantha. And I guess I'm no longer needed.
And the way he said board games, he's like, board games, like, and I'm
Right.
like, oh my God, that's amazing. And he's like, is it? Okay, great.
Good. So yeah, Ben turned out to be a fast forever friend, right?
Mhm. Oh, absolutely.
You'll see him in a lot of these pictures because he was our buddy all week long. So we're excited to have him in our lives, not just listening to us now, but actually a friend.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Even though he's from Ohio.
Even though he's from we'll forgive him. So Tuesday, it started a little late. We were honored to be asked to run the registration desk. We got that call probably about a month ago, and we're asked if we could do registration for the event. And of course, we're like, yeah, of course. We'll put our smiling faces anywhere, especially this one.
Yes.
So we had fun with the registration event. One thing I think hit us all the most about registration.
How many new people. It
So
was
many.
fascinating because we had to put the little red star on their lanyard, on their little thing. So.
If they were new, they got a
Yeah.
red star.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Mhm.
I mean, I want to say it was almost half of the people.
Yeah, it was pretty
I would say
impressive.
it was. But the nice part is because we did the pool party the day before, they were also familiar faces to us, a lot of them, because they had come, they had met with us already. They'd asked about, how's the week going to work? So it was a perfect icebreaker in. So when they walked in the door, we were like, oh, Maria, how are you? Like we knew. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
that was
not only
nice.
And it
that,
helped
there were
them.
so many people that came on their own, like totally solo,
Yeah.
not knowing
right?
a single
Right.
person, which
Yes.
that blows my mind.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm thinking it was Patty and Venice. Like there were
Venice.
several that
Mhm.
came in on their own. And I'm like, you go, guys, you go.
I love it. Halfway through the week, Venice came up to me and she's like, I keep introducing myself to people. I'm like, good job.
Way
You
to
got
go.
this.
Put yourself out there. You do it. Our buddy Jason did a really good job putting himself out there.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, very
Yes.
proud. Very
Yes,
proud of him.
Jason
Yep.
Spangler, Santee Swapper. He traveled with us and is one of our sea chatters, one of our Patreon members. And
Mhm.
we were so proud of him because he didn't latch onto us. He actually, day 2, said, see you girls. And he moved himself to
Yeah.
different tables and sat with different people.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
we all kind of sat a little taller and we were like, that's our guy.
He was
Go.
he was grabbing that mic during question and answer
Asking-
time.
yes,
It
he was.
good.
Yeah, it was awesome.
We were proud. Way to go, Jason. We're proud of you. All right, let's just talk about we're not going to break down all day, every day. All the speakers were great. I don't want to take
Every
away from
single
anybody.
one was
And
great. And
yeah.
even if the thing that struck me was even if it didn't relate or it was something I was like, oh, I don't do anything like that. I took away something from every single, it was
Yeah.
so relatable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though I thought, all right, well, this really isn't for me. Oh my gosh, I was so wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You definitely got something out of everything. So let's just talk about some of the highlighted ones that maybe each got to us personally. I love them all.
Mhm.
I really liked Jamison.
Mhm.
Hold on, I got to look up what was the name of his
Philip-
business.
Oh,
Jameson
I
was
follow him on YouTube now, Jamison Winnings.
Jameson
Winning with Jamison.
Winning with Jamison.
Winning
Yeah.
with Jameson. He just has an amazing story. And if you ever have a chance to follow him and get his story, my guess is he probably tells it somewhere on his social media or YouTube. But I just think anybody who has a hard life story that can stand up in front of a room full of people and be 100% authentic and open to share that story, because I mean there
it
were
wasn't
some
pretty.
it wasn't pretty. And he was very honest and very open about his journey and where he is now. And I told him the other day, I'm going to tell him again right now, congratulations. You're amazing.
Yes.
You're strong. And you came out on the other side of some really hard things that a lot of people don't make it to the other side. So that was just, I love those kind of stories.
So so when he said, so my theme for 2024 was work harder on yourself than you do on your business. And I think that was one of the most like transformative things that I've ever done, was embrace that. And he used that in his presentation. Yeah. So I was like, oh yes. All right. I just love everything about this. Yeah.
Young. All right. Who else struck us?
God, all of them. They were all so good. They all got up there and put themselves out there.
There was so much interest in the Susie Eads.
I was going to say, we've got to give a shout out to our girl, Susie Eads.
Yeah.
Oh, I let go of the table. Sorry, y'all. It's like a roller coaster ride up here in Utah. Dang. So Susie Eads, Big Daddy's Money. Yeah, she was amazing. Let's talk about what blew your mind that she said, because I know something blew your mind.
So it was just like the private labeling and the way she did it. Like she actually walked through the process of it, and at the end had like an actual product that she passed out to everybody that she had private labeled, like a charm bracelet.
Yeah, we got the whole concept from beginning to end. Yeah. She was like, these are the websites you can use, and here is how, when I picked this website and I gave them this product idea, and then she went for all the ups and downs of it, not just
these are the mistakes I made.
Yeah, not just the follow A, B, and C, and here's your product. It's follow A. They'll ask about this, and this, and it followed the whole roller coaster of trying to create your own product. Yeah.
But I love the pure honesty of, this was a mistake made. This was, and here's what you do or don't want to do. You want to contact them through this app, but you want to pay them through this app. Don't pay them through that app. It was very, very, very well done. So way to go.
Yeah, and
Susie
we know quite
Eads.
a few people that are already like taking the steps to private label, and that kind of gave them the inspiration. So that's really cool to see people taking action as well. Yeah.
We had Kat do sourcing outside the box, which, Kat did a great job, but I got my sourcing down packed. I'm not going to lie.
I liked her talking about the online auctions and everything. I thought that was interesting because I do in person. I don't really dabble in the online auction, but I might.
She gave a lot of resources, a lot of different
She did share a lot of resources, which was very, very good. Fearless Living. They did their presentation for their scholarships. I recorded the entire thing. I will put the presentation up in a separate video just to have it there for anybody who wants to watch it, who's interested in the Fearless Living Fund, who's interested in supporting that through us and through other resellers, and the Blinds, which goes to the Blind Center of Nevada. I did record that whole thing, and we'll put it up.
So let's talk about that for a minute. For the people that don't know, BOSS is held at the Blind Center of Nevada. They've held it there for all of the BOSS remixes. And it's an event location. They put on events. People get married there and it's an absolute beautiful facility.
Yeah.
They even cater the whole time. It's absolutely amazing. And they have lots of different rooms, so we can have like a vendor room where, eBay and whatnot, and all those people are in one room. And then there's a lounge we can go to when it's all getting a little crazy, or you need to take a phone call. You can take a step out and chill for a minute. So amazing facility, amazing food, all that stuff. But then you also get to go on tours and see the behind the scene on what the Blind Center does. They are extremely self-sufficient. They are 7-figure eBay sellers. And they are all visually impaired or blind. It's absolutely crazy to go back there and take that tour and see. One of the award recipients was back there. Yeah, Cristobal was back there deconstructing and taking apart the pieces that he had and the things that he needed to do, while also telling us about his journey and his family and how long he's working there.
And he was still working away.
Just doing it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, he doesn't even have all of his senses. I can't do that with all of mine.
So you will also see some of that on the video. I took video of exactly what she's talking to you about, of him working, and zoomed in on his hands working while he was talking. So that I will also connect with. I'll just do a Fearless Living Blind Center montage of that in a separate video. So we'll be sure to link that up, and you guys can watch, because it's just amazing.
Yeah, it needs its own thing.
It really does. It really does. For sure. So what else do we have, girls?
You're over here cha-chinging.
I know there's
I know.
all kinds of.
Yeah.
I feel like Libby's in there taking offers, but she's not. She's right here.
I'm not.
We're
These
just
are- these are,
cha-chinging
like,
away.
Legit sales here.
I'm trying to look. I always love to listen to Chaz Leslie talk. Side Hustle Network.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
he's a
Wealth of knowledge.
and he just talks well.
And Sarah being with him was great. I think that's one that most people were waiting to hear about, and they did not disappoint, because they talk about Walmart as a marketplace and how to get in on that and the types of things to source and the resources. They have groups and Facebook communities and things to help you with that. So that was, even I'm not ready to jump into Walmart, but I feel like when I am, I am fully prepared. I'm in the Facebook group now. Like I'm ready.
And I mean, some people in our community may be jumping into Walmart, and it's nice. So it's nice to know, other resources and be familiar with the process. So
for sure,
that'll be great.
For sure.
All right. So the big wig, the big one that was coming, the
mystery guest
they
had that they weren't allowed to advertise for. Yeah. The man behind the curtain.
The man
as it
behind
turned
the curtain, as it turned out, who came out from behind the curtain was Tech and Sports.
Yes.
He was there. He did a very good job. Good job. He talked about how to make money and how to figure out what you needed to sell, and the whole time
I was screaming in my seat, but like on the inside, because I was not being rude.
We weren't going to be rude.
But I wanted to scream out loud because he did a great job. He had a whiteboard up there. He's mathing for people, and everybody's at the edge of their seats, and they're like, oh my gosh, this is life-altering information. I can't believe that I never had this before. And guys, we have the same math, and we do it for you in our listing calculator. So essentially, he was up there saying, everybody wants to make $100,000. You want to be a six-figure seller. You have to know what your sell-through rate is, and what this, and what, or not your sell-through rate, your average sale price, and you're this, and you're that. And he's doing all the math, and people are scribbling. And we have that.
We're just like, consignmentchats.com. You can download it for free, the listing calculator. Libby created it. It came out of her brain, and it is amazing. In fact, we're now calling it Libinomics.
Yes.
Libinomics.
Yes.
It does it for you. But he did a really good job. I don't want to take away from what he did.
Do a good job.
He did a
He's
great
good
job.
speaker.
He is definitely a good speaker, and I did enjoy listening to him. But yeah, if you were there and you saw it and you're a little overwhelmed, consignmentchats.com, download it. It's there. Reach out if you need help filling it out. We've actually done some videos on that. So
And I'm being silent right now because I missed the presentation, not for any other reason. I totally missed it because I was up with eBay in the vendor room, and I had them on the hook for something that we've been struggling with for years, and I could absolutely not step away at that point. So I'm going to put a little shout out plug in here, because if anybody else is operating an eBay store from more than one location, it could be 2, 3, whatever, more than one zip code, I need to hear from you. Let me know, reach out, because that is one of the things that makes it a little difficult to run our business.
Yeah.
With eBay.
So if you're having some FOMO and you're like, oh my gosh, I wish I could have seen Tech give his presentation. We can have Libby explain the listing calculator again, and it would essentially be the same thing.
I know, the whole time I was like, where is Libby? Where is Libby? This is like her. She did this. Like, where is she? Where is she? All right. Now our last speaker of whatever day this was, Wednesday. I love her. I think she might be one of my new BFFs.
She sat at our table as well. And
Desiree Peoples of Jewelry Resellers podcast.
She told me I had a beautiful baby face.
Oh, a beautiful baby face. Oh, she is my people. Like, I just adore her. She's all about branding. She's all about her presentation. I was hooked in from the get-go because it was beautifully branded. She used AI and made an amazing presentation, and everything that she was saying about what she does was, I'm like, we need to hang out.
Yeah.
So we will have her on an episode.
Some of this stuff. So
Right.
She was talking about like digital, like having multiple streams of income with digital products, like do it once. And so you've done a lot of that. And,
Right.
I mean, you really, I think, validated her information.
Right.
Yeah.
Which was really nice.
Consignmentchats.com.
But we are actually going to have her on an episode soon in the future. So we'll look forward to that. And not only is she very knowledgeable, and I can't wait to get there and talk about jewelry and branding, because I love both those subjects.
Yeah.
I love both of them.
Yeah, you do.
So I can't wait to have her. I think you guys will really enjoy it. But she's beautiful. Like, she's such a
I mean,
Inside
she
and
was
out.
she was like
Inside
a
and
weather
out.
traffic reporter. So
Yeah,
you know those
she
are like
was.
the most beautiful people
Right,
on the planet.
right,
Right.
Okay,
Gorgeous,
so Wednesday night was a Fremont Street crawl, which at the end of this video, you will see a lot of video. Much to some of our chagrin, as the video will come up, you will see us in the raw on Fremont Street, not clothed,
Yeah, I'm like, can you clarify that, please?
clothed, but authentically ourselves up and down Fremont Street with our
Was.
friends.
Was.
There's some fun video clips of everybody out there. There's some great pictures. That will all be at the end of the video, so hang on for then.
And you know what? I do want to mention one thing, because I think that like when people hear Vegas, they think a lot of drinking, a lot of like shenanigans, craziness. I have to say, like there were very few
Yeah.
drinkers in the crowd.
Absolutely.
Like most
Yeah.
of the footage you're going to see is fairly like sober.
I don't think I had a single
no.
drink.
No,
You
you
didn't.
did not. I
I had
had
one
one.
I had one
Yeah.
at the cabana.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had one. I didn't. Oh, I did get the small one at the beginning, but I walked away from it. in
So
the
I'm
end.
the
I never
one
drank
saying
it.
this, and I'm the one that probably drank the most.
She had a
Hey.
ball.
There is chocolate Baileys in this coffee. I'm drinking more in Utah than I did in Vegas.
But I did want to make that point, because often people are hesitant to, join in. But I mean, there were so many people
There were
that never had a drop of alcohol.
never drank at
or
all.
Just,
Yep.
We just had like
Yep.
a really good sober
Yeah.
time.
You
So,
don't have
yeah.
to be a partier. There was
Right.
also a lot of straight-laced people that they were like, oh my gosh, it's going to be overwhelming. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
But when you have a big group like that, it's like a safety net
Yeah,
that surrounds you, and you can sit there and you can mingle. And I mean, we're still screaming at each other over the
Right.
music. And
you don't need alcohol to let
You
loose
don't.
out there when you're
No.
with all your
Right.
people. It just happens. It's
Yeah.
just fun. It's just fun.
so,
right.
wait, after
Okay.
the crawl, I just want to give a shout out to Libby and Jason, because we had all went out and stood in front of the stage and had fun with everybody and did our thing. Molly and I went back inside the casino for a little bit, and we were like, well, where the heck did Libby go to bed? Like, where is she? We went out.
Because they assume I just go to bed. I never have any
she
fun.
usually
normally
does.
does.
That's usually her shtick.
We went out, and they were closing down Fremont Street. They were the last
Still in
ones
front of the
standing,
band, having a ball.
having a great time. It was great.
It was the best.
So needless to say, we joined in, and you'll see some fun video from that, because the four of us shut down Fremont Street. We were the
Yes.
last hanging of everybody, and yeah.
You could tell the next morning.
I have to say, I was glad I was not at all hungover, because I only
Whoa.
had to be, but I was tired.
You only got 4 hours of sleep.
I was tired.
I mean, the diabetic reseller was hanging pretty good too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. All right, our final day sessions. I said we weren't going to break it all down. I'm just going to grab a few. Oh my gosh, Trish Glenn and Crystal Mouse did a phenomenal job with
That
theirs.
was an excellent presentation.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to see somebody from, just their journey, Crystal does a great job of how, the inventory was taking over her house, and she wanted to expand, and now she has a warehouse, and she has all this.
A
All this
beautiful
stuff.
warehouse. Like when people
Beautiful.
say warehouse, like I don't think I realized how beautiful her warehouse was.
Yes,
It
she
is.
could turn it into a condominium or whatever,
Yeah.
whatever they call it.
Condominium?
But they call it something different. Barndominium. That's what I was thinking
Barndominium.
of. Barndominium.
I'd never heard that before. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, it's a thing.
All right, since we've kind of touched on everybody, now I feel bad if we don't touch on the last few. So let's
All
talk
right.
about Philip and Sherry selling on eBay radio show.
Oh yeah, I was super excited for that one because I'm a Shopify girl.
We have
and,
Shopify stores, yeah.
You do too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was really interesting.
They
Yeah.
focused on
Yeah.
starting a web store. Should you not? Yeah, I thought they did a very good job
Yeah,
breaking
yeah.
the ins and outs of having a website.
Yeah,
And it was
they
nice
were, like,
because
more
I had-
technical. Like I'll link up our episode in the show notes as well, where we talk about should you have a website, because
Yeah.
we're like the overview, and then like they did
They
like
went
the
very
technical
Yeah.
Yeah.
aspect of it.
Yeah.
All right, and Cha-ching King.
Love Scott.
Scott is so funny.
We
Like
were-
he is just so.
He's so great. We were so glad we got to meet him in person. If you watch the Cha-Ching King on YouTube or follow him anywhere, He's exactly like that. He's a smart aleck, wonderful man with a heart of gold. And
he really does have a heart of gold.
He does. We were so happy to meet him and then to hear him talk about just the different ways that he networks and connects, and when you go out to garage sales and talking about what you do and how to get these cool estates. And he had some really cool examples on collections that he's taken and stuff before, just by putting himself out there and saying, hey, I'm a reseller and I can help you.
Yeah. All about relationship building, but we are big on relationship building. So just the nicest guy.
Yeah.
Seriously, the nicest guy.
But also a smart aleck. So
which makes it even more fun.
Yeah.
All right, we had Sammy Davis, not to be mistaken with Sammy Davis Jr. This was Sammy Davis of Vintage Boss Babes.
Oh,
yeah, she's like,
what a boss babe.
What a boss babe.
That is the perfect description.
She really
for her.
is. She really is. She started in New York.
Dresses to a T, she's amazing. Not at all. Comes right up to you, introduces herself. She's
I mean, you guys talked for a while the first night at the nightclub, and then she's super down to earth, super great. But she talked about pop-ups and doing like in-person vendor events and things like that. So there really was a speaker for everybody, like a presentation for everybody.
Focus that I got out of it was trends, was how to find the trends in vintage, but not just vintage. It's how to find the trends in any fashion. Yeah. And she gave a lot of great advice. I wrote down a lot of the sites, and actually immediately we're on Insta following them on our Consignment Chats account. Yeah, forecasting trends.
She even shared like a document that she had, which I think is available on her website as well. She has a lot. Vicky Zilverberg shared that she learned the majority of what she knows, which we all know she's a wealth of vintage fashion knowledge. She's learned the majority of that by following and knowing Samantha. So
and besides, her name is Samantha. So
I mean, it's a thing. Yeah,
she does let people call her Sammy, though.
She does, and we spell it the same way.
Yes, she does. She does. Yeah. All right, we ended it. The final speakers. Two of my favorites. Two of your favorites. Rod from Pickin' and Punchin' and Carrie from American. Is he Arbitrage? American Arbitrage.
Yep. Yes.
Love him. I just love him.
I know.
I just love him.
I felt bad that Carrie had car troubles. He was driving and he had car troubles, so he didn't make it till the last day. He did not do that intentionally.
I know. That was not on purpose. He was trying hard to get there, but
he made it.
He made it, and he had a great talk with Rod. I mean, we always love hanging out with Rod.
Yeah.
Such a genuine person, will help anybody, and
he absolutely will, won't he? And he's just full of knowledge.
Some people are a little intimidated because he's, the buff guy with the whatever, used to, ex-wrestler and all that, but he's so approachable and he's so nice.
I always like to talk about the first time I ever talked to him was when we were at Camp Listing Party in Arizona. I was standing there. I think something was going on at the table with a bunch of people. And I was just kind of standing there, kind of part of it, but not probably in just real tired from travel zone. He just comes right up to me, puts his hand on, hi, I'm Rod. How are you? And we talked for a good 10 minutes about what we do. Where does he live? Just the nicest guy.
First time I met him, I watched his presentation at camp on how to grade video games and sports cards, which I do not care about at all. However, I was so enthralled by the way that he spoke and the examples that he gave and the way he was with everybody that I will literally watch anything that Rod presents at this point. Yeah.
So, and if you don't know him, Libby, we'll have you hook up the Kat, the nurse. We were on. He does a show with Kat, the nurse flipper, the two of them together, and they had us as guests one evening. So, it's a good episode.
Yeah, they do a good job.
All right. Yeah. It would be horrible if we didn't at least put a shout out to our new besties. They were not speakers, but we have Archie, aka Biscuit Butt. Yay. We have Mike Metco.
Metco Meetups.
Metco Meetups. Yes. That's what it is.
Love you guys.
Love them. They're our new besties. Yes. Can't wait to do Nashville. Anybody else we need to give a shout out before we say goodbye? Of course, we're missing Snoop people. Dogg was there. We had all our friends. We had Sarah Boynton was there. Tamsin. So many people.
Yeah.
So
And
many
I'm
people.
sorry if we're forgetting. We're definitely forgetting some people. And
Oh, yeah.
Julie,
We may not-
Julie and
Mike and Julie. Yes,
oh
Mike
my
and
God.
Julie.
Yes, Chelsea, and we got to
Chelsea.
meet her husband. Yes.
Danica. Oh my God, I love you, Danica. Y'all, if we did not mention you, I'm sure your picture's popping up at the
Oh
end
gosh,
here.
yes. Oh,
So
gosh.
I decided I'm going to put everything at the very end because this does happen in podcast format so that
Oh,
those
yes.
at podcasts don't necessarily have to be stuck with dead space.
Smart.
So we'll do it at the very end, but I highly recommend you podcast friends to jump on over to our YouTube. If you have not already subscribed, please do so and watch it because it's a lot of fun. It'll show you just how much fun we have.
So I also wanted to say there was a lot of people coming up to us saying, well, when am I going to get to be on your podcast? When am I get to be on your show? When am I going to? So we have lots of people that we're going to have as guests, and you'll have a variety of businesses and spotlights coming.
Yes.
But also, if you've ever thought like, oh, well, why haven't they asked me? Or I would be a good fit on there. Just leave us a comment, send us a message, whatever you want to do. Like, we love to spotlight all levels of sellers.
Yes.
We want to hear about that thing you work out of your spare room and how you hustle that, or the warehouse that you have that is absolutely gorgeous. All of it.
And what Samantha is saying is why I love these events, because people get up there and they speak and they may have these warehouses and you might go, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. But what I love, and Scott, Cha-Ching King was one that pointed this out. When we say this all the time in our mastermind, please don't compare. We are all at different levels. We love to highlight the part-time seller as much as we love to highlight $1 million picker with the warehouse. We love it all because we all learn something from everybody, whether you're a smaller business part-time or a full-time 2-warehouse 18-wheeler truck industry. We learn from you. So don't be scared. Step out of the box, message us, comment below anything that you think that struck you, and please enjoy the photos and videos from our amazing week in Vegas. Bye. Until next time. Cheers.
Oh,
Look.
Oh,
I love it. Bye, y'all.
Oh no, this is the one.
Comes Teresa, G-Money!
And I hadn't hit record. There's Libby. Vanessa and Scott. Coming back through. I didn't hit record that time.
Why am I not surprised?
Coming back through. Shelly.
Are they part of us?
While we're in Vegas.
Yes.
Are they part of us?
Yes. Yes, they are.
They are?
That's crazy. Yes, they are. That is my guy Mike and Julie and Chelsea. Chelsea is crazy. And I just met the other. I didn't have record on earlier, so I'm coming back.
Always recording me. Always recording me.
And you love it.
Oh, you got the new version? I wanted to exchange mine because I was like, I like that color. This one? I said you went the Miami Vice color, and you like to decide it now?
I got
going to get Ben's assessment of the Samantha coveted chili cheese fries here.
Fries made in Detroit.
Made in Detroit. We're having these in Vegas. Ben, how do you feel about said chili cheese fries?
These chili cheese fries were delightfully, perfectly average in every way, but they hit it just the right time.
The mediocrity is just perfect here.
And with
Yes.
with a bucket of Diet Coke, I mean, it's could you go wrong? Could you go? I don't think you could.
We thank you.
Absolutely.
Get serious. Is Scott taking you down? Peter Scott. Oh, in and out. Oh! All right. Dang, Libby, good pick on partners.
Don't worry, I'll take it.
He's a pool shark.
I play a little bit, not a lot. I play a little bit.
Say, I think you need
I
to
thought we Thank you for joining Libby, Molly, and Samantha, the ladies of Consignment Chats, as we grow your reselling business. For all things Consignment Chats, visit us at consignmentchats.com and join our free private communities on Facebook and/or Patreon.